My name is Brian O'Connor. I'm the owner of USA Ninja Challenge in Hudson. We've been in operation for just over 3 years now. And we're located in southern New Hampshire. The closest large city would be Nashua, New Hampshire. It's just over the river, but we get a lot of draw. Being right as a border town, we get a lot of Massachusetts as well as southern New Hampshire students. Back when my daughter was young and my wife and her friend would take the kids to all these inflatable places and just looking for stuff to do with the kids, me and my wife's friend started talking and we're like, we should open like an obstacle course gym for kids. And we were just kind of kicking ideas back and forth, and I was like, yeah, that'd be great. She texted me and said, you're not going to believe this. And I said, what? And she's like, that thing we talked about with the obstacle course gym, somebody already has one. And so I did a little research and found out that there were franchise opportunities. And initially I talked to Richard, who was great. Said they were looking for another location in southern New Hampshire. After talking, thought it would be a good fit. Shortly thereafter, I had started to look into small business loans to get the ball rolling. The process was pretty simple. They pointed me in the direction of kind of the financing options that I wanted to get into. Put the money in the bank, signed the papers, and started looking for property. Opening a business, I wouldn't have the first clue about what it was involved in opening a ninja gym if it wasn't a franchise. But they do. They have the playbook and they have their level system in place, which is fantastic. The kids love it, parents love it. It's super goal-oriented. Kids start to, we have some kids that don't care about levels, which is fine. They just want to do this because it's fun. We can tell them, hey, if you do this, you get level 1, and they're like, yeah, that's okay. And other kids that are like, well, okay, I got level 1 on that. What do I need to do to get level 2? And so they're constantly looking for how to do the next step. What's the next level? What do I need to do to get better at X, Y, or Z? And the parents like it for that reason too. They like when their kids have goals and when they accomplish those goals. So to have something in place that tells you, here's how to run your program. Obviously, it's going to vary from gym to gym, but the basic playbook is the same. Here's how to teach levels 1 through 6, and here's what it should look like. To have that and then to be able to create lesson plans around that is fantastic. And like I said, I wouldn't have a clue of where to start had it not been a franchise and that was in place. In order to make my decision, I wanted to do my research a little bit more. And I signed my daughter, who at the time I think maybe was 7, signed her up for a camp in the Manchester gym. And I don't know if it was midway through or if it was at the end of camp. And I said, all right, Kayla, this is, what I'm thinking about doing for a business, owning one of these gyms and opening one up. Did you have fun? Did you like it? Be honest with me. I want your feedback as a kid who participated. And I think the gym ran from 9 to 12 each day, Monday through Friday. And she said, I liked it so much that I would do it every day of the summer, even if it was at 5 a.m. And she is not a morning person. So that kind of cemented it for me that they had a good program. Kids enjoyed it. I get that kind of reaction from just having her be there for a week. So Richard was the primary contact pretty much right up until signing the franchise contract. And then it shifted more to Dale in talking to him about what exactly we were looking for as far as a property. Ceiling height, square footage, layout with the lobby, what works best, what wouldn't, what types of buildings. But so then that was pretty much Dale, and I would, send him some listings of properties that I was looking at. Initially, I was looking in Wyndham and Salem, which is east of here, closer to my hometown. I was looking for a shorter commute. That didn't pan out, so I kept moving west and found this little town of Hudson, which has 25,000 people and is right next to a major city over here in Nashua. So all the demographics worked out for Hudson, and I found this industrial park with pretty much cookie cutter layouts, which ended up being exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for 6,000 square feet. I found exactly that, 4,500 square feet in the gym, 1,500 in the lobby. Sent it to Dale. He's like, looks great, ceiling height's great. And then once the lease was signed, Dale kind of comes in, and he's a bit of a visionary when he comes in, and I think he walks into the gym and automatically starts seeing where things should be laid out. And we collaborated on that process and made sure we were both on board with how we liked the layout and the flow of the gym. You want to have a good flow when you set up your equipment so that it works for classes. And then we opened in July of 2019, and Sky was here for the whole first week. We had a full week of camp and a full week of classes. She was here working side by side with our lead instructor and our instructors at the time, and that was a fantastic experience, and she's a wealth of knowledge. So prior to the summer, we hit 283 number of students, which was great. My goal is to be consistently over 300 minus the summer. The biggest thing we can do to get to that goal is to run a solid program. Make it enjoyable for the kids, make sure they're getting something out of it. And that's going to resonate with the parents who are going to tell their friends who have kids. And I can't tell you how many people we've gotten by word of mouth, or a kid's in class and starts talking about going to Ninja after school, and the next thing you know, we have 4 or 5 kids from that class, from that school, that, hey, I want to be in Timmy's class. Timmy told me about this Ninja class. And it's nice when you get a group of friends that have similar interests that are doing it. But honestly, to have a solid program that kids get invested in is the best way to grow the business, because that's your sustainability, that's your retention. You want to keep kids in the program, you want to keep them interested, you want to keep it changing all the time and challenging them. And if you do that and do it right, and you have the right instructors, which is key, is to have the right instructors in place to implement those programs, the kids will stay and they'll tell their friends.